Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm going to cover a game called LORT in less than 5 minutes, so I don't waste your time. Basically, it's a 1 to 8 player co-op action roguelite. You can team up with friends to battle, loot, and stack ridiculous power-ups across a cursed fantasy world. Most of the enemies are goblins. I can't really tell what all the other ones are. There's 3 playable characters. The first one you start out with is Astrid. She's a strong melee goth chick who can run really fast and has a deadly ballerina spin. You've got to do some challenges to unlock the other 2, but she is a pretty strong starting character. As you can see, she's got a couple abilities, and then the gameplay for this, it's a little like COD Zombies, to be honest. I pretty much find running around and stacking the enemies and waiting till they're grouped up is probably the easiest way to take them down. There are some goblin camps you have to raid to get gold and some other items. But yeah, there's like some bees and some archers and some melee guys that you gotta fight. But Astrid is a strong starting character. One of the other characters is Cliff Bowman. He's an elf archer bodyguard. He excels at range and throwing tree trunks at hordes of goblins. I didn't play too much with him because I didn't play the game for super long, but he does have this ability where he can stop enemies in their tracks, and you can use his archery skills to kind of line them up and do damage at them without running away. And then the third character right now is Bernie Blazington. He reminds me of Kenny from South Park if he was reincarnated as a wizard who floats around on hover boots. He's got a similar kind of ability where he can stop enemies or do area damage, and he does seem to have the strongest base starting damage, so I'm probably going to practice with him a little bit more, just running solo. But those area attacks are definitely worthwhile, as you'll see later in the video. There's trials that you have to do to kind of start the first mission. You just go up to these towers and activate them by holding F, and some enemies will spawn near you and you can take them out pretty easily. These aren't too challenging. And then the other thing is like raiding goblin camps. Those again aren't too challenging. There's chests you can unlock by paying gold, and they'll give you just kind of randomized items. There's smaller chests and large chests. The large ones give you better items, but they cost significantly more. I did get like a mushroom power-up that instant revived me. You wouldn't need this if you had teammates. They could revive you by themselves, but definitely worth saving some money to open up these bigger chests for better items. And then at night, there are enemies that spawn. They kind of just spawn randomly. I don't think they're as difficult as the ones that are around during the day. They kind of seem to be taken out with one hit. But I guess it depends on the character you're playing. And then aside from that, pretty much you just run around and kind of do what the quest tells you to do. The main quest to start off with is stealing a mushroom from like a goblin king or something. I didn't know this at first when I first did it, but it kind of locks you into a boss battle. So I would definitely have some power-ups and go in there full health, because as you can see I did get pretty messed up just starting the boss battle. I'll probably play this again with the other characters to see if I can do a little better. But I did last all the way, took out all the small guys, and kind of fought the boss for a little bit, tried to melee him, and he kind of messed me up. A lot of these enemies do have like trap attacks where they can stop you in your tracks, and then the archers will get you. So I find it's kind of best to hit the melee guys because they're the fastest, and then slowly work on the long range guys. But yeah, this guy's pretty tough. He's got a lot of health compared to the other smaller goblins, and his attacks do way more damage. So you kind of just got to run around him, and you can use these sunflower things to jump and get away if you have to buy yourself some time to heal. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, it kind of reminds me of COD Zombies, running around and stacking the enemies up until you can kill them kind of in a row. But it's pretty fun. I don't know if I'm going to play it too much, but I'll definitely experiment with the other characters.